Hey, 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 cha-ching, cha-ching. And this is our hotline, Cha-Ching Thursdays, where we are coming together. So, welcome to everybody who is coming to watch us live because I love to pull these intuitive messages. I have a different decks of cards, and I feel like we are in this space for a reason, and we are learning together, we are growing together. And sometimes somebody's message can be your message as well. So today I'm super excited to pull some messages for collectives. And obviously, if anybody has the individual question that you would like to ask, this is the time to ask. So let's start by tuning in. Who are the people? Who are the people that are connecting on this live? Who are the people? Let's tune in. Let's see. Let's see what kind of people are joining us today. I'm always so curious. I'm always so excited to see you all. All right. The judgment card. The judgment card is all about people went through some experiences in this life. They've seen already the bottom of that. They've been through the experiences and they really understand the value of a lot of things in their life. So these are the kind of people. Who else is here? We also have people who are actually looking for the answers to their questions, for the opportunities to open to see, okay, maybe this is my chance that I'm going to tap to something. I might hear the idea, I might hear the next step, what exactly is for me something that I want to tap on. And also, this is the chance for connecting the dots for you. So if there is something that's on your mind, on your heart, maybe today is going to be the answer for you. These are the seekers. These are the seekers who are actually tapping to find out what is the way for me to connect to my clients, what are the way for me to connect to more money and more opportunities in my life. Okay, who else are these people who are tuning in? Who else? Okay, I got the Hierophant, and Hierophant is all about, okay, coaches, teachers, somebody who is here to share the expertise, the knowledge. They are the people who already been the experts in their field. And these are the ones that come in tonight just to see what are the intuitive messages for them today and what is the next step for them to take. And okay, let me pull one more card. Who are the people? And people who are actually tapping into something where they love what they are doing because they feel like home, they feel fulfilled. Whatever you are doing right now, this is something that you feel that you meant to do. And this is something that you love to do. You love to teach, you love to guide, you love to coach, whatever message resonates with you. So these are the people that are joining me tonight and the people who are going to be watching the replays. And the first message that I want to pull out is going to be the message from the universe. Let's see what is the message that the universe wants to tell us. What is something that the universe actually wants to say? All right, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'm going to read it to everyone. The message is, of course, you will make mistakes, but the biggest one would be not to try. You have nothing to lose. This thing you have been thinking about for a long time, just go for it. Better an oops than a what if. We are here to support you. Oh my God, I love this message because how many of times we are not moving, we are staying still and thinking, okay, I'm not sure if this is the course to enroll in. I'm not sure if I'm going to be working with this mentor, if this is the answer. And a lot of times we are just staying still. But again, if we are not going to try, we would never learn. We would never know what is something that actually working. And a lot of times when I work with the clients and some of them are asking, what is the right step? And I say, there is no right or wrong step. There is a step. And once we take it, we can reevaluate, we can look at the data, what exactly that step created for us, and what can we learn from that. And that's the beauty of it, right? Again, so the only way people do not make mistakes is when people are not actually doing anything. So if you are doing something, you are going to make the mistakes and make these beautiful mistakes, because this is the learning experience. Only through learning and growing we can evolve and we can connect to our success story. All right, so let me see. I have another message from the deck on for the business owners. All right, let me see. And the message is trust. Trust. Okay, and the message says that online marketing, okay, this is very near and dear to everything what we are going through, right? Because we are all in online business. This is exactly what we are tapping into. And the message is implement a solid marketing plan that builds your clients trust in you. When you show up consistently for them, they'll know that you care. And this is so, so true, right? Even if you don't have the perfect plan for yourself, just take the first step, just do something. Again, the only for us to understand what works, what not, is actually to go to post, to share personal stories, to be involved with our community, to be there for the audience, for the people. And when we consistently show up, we see that people are watching. Not that everybody is going to act, not everybody is going to reach out, but people are watching. So let them watch, let them get themselves familiar with you. And the more you're going to show up, something is actually unfolding for you. That's for sure, right? So just keep implementing the steps and see whatever clicks. Another message from this is listen, listen. And the message says, listen to your intuition. Be mindful of what your inner being says to you. Follow your gut feeling and stay connected to the divine within. Remember, before any strategy that we implement, whether this is business, whether this is, tap into more money, to more finances, first we want to connect with ourselves, because we already have the answers within. And the more we can connect with ourselves, whether this is through journaling, whether this is through energetic practices that we are doing every day, whether this is just going to bed and ask the universe, this is the question that is on my heart. What is the answer for the question? And you stay with that question day in, day out, until you hear the answer. And the answer always arrives. It's either we are hearing it through random conversations, whether we are just scrolling through the social media and randomly just pick up something, whether we are in the room where we are networking, or maybe even tuning into some of the lives and the answer shows up. The thing is, the more we focus our attention at something what we want to seek the answer for, the more we focus our mind on that, the answer is going to present itself. So just trust the process and listen to your intuition, because our intuition is the guideline, and sometimes it might not be that logical, because again, when our intuition speaks to us, it doesn't make any sense. But the more we allow that intuition to show up and see what resonates with us, the more we are just allowed to for the things to unfold, the more we start tapping to the answers. Another great thing is mastermind. So each time we are in the room with one or more people, we are connected to that greater mind, right? The mind of whoever says God created, the mind of the field of all the possibilities, and we start sourcing the ideas. So just think about it. If you've ever been in the room and you're just discussing your question, saying, okay, what is the way that I can attract more clients? And you have other people in the room, they start giving you ideas. Look, this is exactly what worked for me. And the more people are going to tune in and share their ideas, you'll know that somebody is actually sourcing the idea from the field for you. And that's exactly the power of the mastermind. We were not able to figure out everything on our own, but when we join a community of business owners who can give us the love, the support, and feedback, that's exactly when we can tap to the answers that we desire. Again, I just love this work of the business ownership, because there is always something to learn, there is always something to tune in, and always to check in. And if anybody who is tuning in and has any questions, I am here to answer. Let's look at your unique situation and let's see what the cards are there to reveal for you. I'm going to tap into that deck for money. Let's see what's the money message for tonight. What is the money message for tonight? What is something that we meant to hear today as collective? Okay. And the money question is belief. Belief. See, there is a beautiful key. There is always the key that opens the door of anything what we desire. When you wholeheartedly embrace the attainability of your dreams, you will find the courage to exceed the ordinary. I love that. Such a beautiful, powerful message. Again, when we believe, remember, belief comes before receive. First, we have to believe. If we do not believe that it's possible, it will never materialize for us. Because the stronger our belief is, energetically we are connected to that possibility, whatever we desire, right? In terms of, how many clients we want to work, how much money we would like to attract per month, per year, whatever your goal is. But the more we believe in that, the less we are frantic and saying to ourselves, I'm not sure how it's all coming together. Yes, I want to keep the belief. So keep that belief, because that belief is going to materialize. The more we are going to press on our minds that picture of possibility, what exactly does it look like? If you have any belief in terms of the figure that you want to generate working with the clients, what you want to connect to, not just the number itself, but how does it feel? What does it look like for you once you are actually living that life? What are you going to do with this money, right? Because again, the more we can bring the details, the specificity to our brain, because our brain does not distinguish between real and imaginary. And the more we are going to take ourselves through that road, okay, this is the X amount of dollars I'm generating per month, right? Let's say 10,000, 20,000, whatever, you have in mind. What does it look like? How many clients do I work with, right? Because a lot of times we are just throwing these random numbers, but we are not connecting the dots. So connecting the dots would be just really saying, okay, this is 20,000, let's say 10,000, right? If you are selling the program, and let's put it like for the easy of the discussion, let's say that the program is, you're working with the client on one-on-one, and it's 2,000 per month, right? Hey, Crystalline, it's great to have you with us. And just think about it. Okay, if I want to generate 10,000 a month, so it means I have to have 5 one-on-one clients. Where do these clients come from? What am I doing? Am I running the workshops that I'm just offer the one-on-one consult, or I'm doing some kind of events where I sell from the stage? Whatever it looks like for you, just allow yourself to start mapping out what does it look like for you to tap into that $10,000 a month. And again, I'm just giving it as an option, but you can throw your number just for you to see what it looks like, how many clients you're working with, what is your price range, how do you actually bring more audience into your space so you can fill up these seats, right? The more you can connect these dots, the more your mind starts working. And that's where belief comes to, right? Because the more you can just walk yourself through, okay, I'm working with 5 clients, and I'm generating $10,000. What do I do with this money, right? Maybe I'm paying off my investments in myself, right? That I'm still part of the trainings. Maybe I'm putting, paying off my credit cards. Maybe I'm going on vacation. Maybe I'm, doing the retreats, whatever it is. But the more details we are going to put to what it looks like for us to generate X amount of dollars, and we are talking about 10,000, what exactly does it look like, right? How many conversations per month we have to do, right? How many consults? And if you are not like into consults, okay, so let's just talk about selling from the stage, what it looks like to sell some kind of lower cost product, so people can actually enter into your space, into your world, and start working with you. And again, trust is building over time, and as long as we believe in that, this is all possible for us, right? Okay, another message for money I have. Okay, dream home, dream home. And the dream home, the message says, when you are living your best life every day, your dream home is your actual home. So just connect whatever it looks like, because look at the picture. The picture is just, the tree with the money, right? The money tree. And we are the ones to grow these trees, right? And I just wanted to give that example of the bamboo trees. A lot of times when we start working in our business and something doesn't show up for us, it's easy just to quit or to say it's not working for me. But again, I just wanted to share with you how the bamboo tree grows. The bamboo tree grows when we plant that bamboo tree and we nurture it, we water it, there is enough of sun. That tree grows 1 inch the first year. The second year, we do the same thing. We are taking care of it, or we are watering it, making sure there is enough sunlight. The second year, it grows another inch. And the same thing happens for the third year. But on the fourth year, it's going to be up 40 feet high. So the idea is it's very much related to the work that we are doing. Sometimes we might not see the physical results in our reality, and we might wonder, oh my God, I'm putting so much energy, I'm putting so much effort, and nothing is really showing up for me. But before that trunk had really, come up 40 feet high, it had to grow the roots underneath, right? It had to grow these beautiful roots, but we haven't seen them because they were underground. So the same thing happens when we are doing some kind of job, right? As long as we have the anchor, why we are doing something, what that means for us, why we decided to do the work that we are doing, why it's important for us, and we connect to that why and we anchor that, we know that it doesn't matter in the time, as long as we are focused on the process, it's definitely going to show up for us, right? It's not about even if, it's about just keep doing what you're doing. And look, the beautiful message comes as leader. So if you're listening to this right now, you are the leader. You are the leader. That's message for you. As a born leader, you can truly bring out the best in others by guiding them and inspiring them. You are doing whatever you are doing for a reason. There was a reason. There was that thought planted in your head, and everything what comes into our mind, it's not random. It comes to us because this is our intuition speaking. This is our higher self wants something from this life. And the more we connect with that, even though we might not know the entire path, but we always know the next step. So once we perform this next step, another step is going to show up for us. And that's exactly how we are going to go through this beautiful path. Remember, before I was pulling from Tarot the Hierophant, and this is another card from Money collection, which is also teacher, because Hierophant is all about teacher, about mentor, about somebody who is actually sharing the knowledge. And this card is also saying you have a natural ability to impart knowledge and guide others towards their inner light. So if you are listening right now to me, this is your message. So that's exactly what you want to connect. You connect to the energy that your work matters. You are very important and you are very much needed. So whoever energies are seeking for you, you want to connect with them, right? You want to continue on your beautiful path because something amazing is going to grow for you. So I'm just going to pull another message from my creative entrepreneur oracle deck. Let's see what it says. I love this. It says nobody's perfect. And honestly, perfect for me is boring. I would never want to be perfect. I love, I I love this word that says flawsome. I'm awesome with all my flaws, and I embrace them. I truly love that, right? So the message says nobody's perfect. Mistakes are a natural part of life, and nobody manages to get everything perfect all the time. Give yourself grace. See obstacles as chances to enhance your skills and exceed even your own expectations. You know that we are learning. There wouldn't be any learning, there wouldn't be any growing if everything was easy, right? So just we are learning through the mistakes and we understand that this is a part of the process. So give yourself a grace. The message is give yourself a grace and just understand that how does it feel when we are actually overcoming some challenges? Isn't it feeling great, right? We feel more empowered. We feel more like, okay, I can handle it. I can do it. And that's exactly the beauty, right? Okay, another great message I pulled out is caution. And the message says, slow down, take a second to double check everything and run through your checklist one more time. Be sure to cross your T's and dot your I's before taking the next step, right? Sometimes we are just running through the motion. We are going from one experience to the next. We had one workshop, then we are running the challenge, then we are, and in that activity, we are not having the time to actually slow down and reassess. Okay, if I ran the workshop, let me look at the numbers, let me reflect. What did go well? How many attendees I had, right? How many signed up for this workshop? How many actually attended? And what is the, like how many booked the consult, or if you are selling something from the stage, how many actually bought the product, because that data is super valuable. So we are not just running from one task to another. We are actually giving ourselves the time to slow down and do that reflection. What exactly was great? What was working, right? And we are communicating with people because the biggest thing, people already will tell us. Our future clients will tell us what is something that they find the value. When you are running some kind of event, it's always great to have that survey to ask people what is something that they enjoyed in the experience, what is something that they would love to see that they haven't seen it, right? When we learn how to listen to what people are looking for rather than just assuming, right, and just saying, okay, I think this is good thing. And this is where I see a lot of business owners are struggling with, because they created the programs and they have the difficult time to fill in these programs. Why? Because they never ask the people what people are looking for. The more you ask, the more you know what people would be interested in. And these would be, if imagine just, like when we are asking for the opinion, everybody loves to give opinions. Yes, yes, yes. So the more you are going to ask people for their opinion, guess what? Those would be your first buyers, because if they contributed to whatever questionnaire you had, whatever survey, or even connecting with them, the more they contribute towards that, the more they would be involved and really interested to take this program, right? So again, slow down, don't rush everything, evaluate whatever you are doing, because if we continue doing everything the same way, guess what? We are going to produce the same results. But for us to have different results, something has to change. Something has to be tweaked. Something has to be done differently. And the more we are willing to do something, the more we see how our results are changing naturally. And the next message is next opportunity. Next opportunity. Embrace every no with grace, knowing it brings you closer to your next aligned yes. How can you say yes to yourself and keep it moving, right? Again, so super cool. It's all about shifting our mindset. So every no gets us closer to our next yes. And again, if we are not learning how to be okay with the no, a lot of times people are saying no because it has nothing to do with us. So don't make it personal. A lot of times they say no to themselves because maybe in the past they have taken the programs, it didn't work for them. Maybe they are still not believing in themselves, because this is our job as coaches, as healers, as teachers, to ask people what is something behind no. Usually people are sticking the two excuses: it's either time or money. But a lot of times there is absolutely different reason underneath. And the more we are questioning, the more we are working with people, the more we are asking right questions, we can actually uncover what is the real reason behind it, right? And the more we uncover, the more people feel comfortable to share, they feel comfortable to say yes to us, they feel comfortable to work with us. And this is the practice, this is the skill. And again, nobody is masterful. Everybody is on their journey, as well as myself. But I can tell you from my own experience, the more I practice, the more I have these conversations, the better they start showing up. Again, if we are afraid to talk to the people, if we are afraid to book these enrollment calls, guess what? How are we going to become better at it, right? So again, my invitation, remember that every no is getting us closer to our yes, and continue talking to people. Stay curious rather than being attached to the outcome. Like, don't attach ourselves to the outcome. Just put the intention. What is my intention? My intention for each call to actually help person. So after they have the conversation, they feel so much better, and I add the value to them, whatever it is, right? So once they walk away, they know that I made them feel better. They receive some kind of guidance, they receive some kind of step, right? And when you come from that energy, you'll see how people naturally start gravitating towards you, and they want to work with you. Okay, I'll pull something from another card. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop in the comments. Would love to answer. Okay. Okay, the message comes: book clients, book clients. And it says, focus on booking your calendar with enough clients to reach your monthly income goal. Remember, we want to make sure that we have the income generating activity every day. So it's not enough just for us to be visible on a social media. Do we have call to action? Does it become clear from each post what exactly we are inviting people, right? We want to have this clear call to action, and just see how can we book our calendar, right? How can we develop that connection and relationship with people, so we have enough bookings on our calendar, and we have enough conversations, right? Because a lot of times I hear from people, oh, nobody is actually buying from me. And then when I start asking, so how many conversations, how many booking calls do you have per month? This is going to be the first identifier. Do I actually speak to enough people in order to see, what is my closing rate, right? So the more you start putting your attention on these things, the more you understand how all the pieces come together and how everything is working out, right? appreciate appreciate, practice gratitude. A lot of times when we do not even have the answer, just pause for a second. and appreciate everything what we already have, right? Practice gratitude as part of your sacred daily ritual. Feeling deep appreciation for your blessings manifests more abundance and joy. Remember, gratitude is on the same frequency as abundance. So the more we start focusing what's already in there for us, maybe gratitude of connecting with the people, gratitude of being able to advise somebody, gratitude of being the value for somebody, right? The more we stay in that gratitude, the more things we are going to experience, right? The universe is going to send more to us, and the message is allow. Allow. Look at this beautiful waterfall. Just be like that water. Be just, like very flexible. And water is also our emotions. And water also carries the memory, right? We can look into the water, and we can actually manifest through the water. I don't know, there is like this beautiful ritual I want to share with you, since I'm in the space of manifestation. So you can actually in the morning have the glass of water, and before you drink it, just take a couple of minutes to visualize what is something that you desire, what is the outcome, maybe your monthly income goal, maybe how many clients you're working, whatever it is, and just visualize this as already done deal, and just feel it in your body. Allow the feelings in your body. And then after that time, you can drink that glass. But again, it's not just one time you are doing it. You are doing it as one of your daily rituals, whatever you are doing, right? Because remember, we have to start doing something different in order to attract different results. And yes, the water carries memory, and if we start manifesting with the water, we also tap into the answers we are seeking, and we see how everything is actually showing up for us, right? And look at that. I just said the word showing up, and the card came show up. Like, you can't make up these things. So the card says consistency is queen in marketing your business online. Show up every day for your audience, give value, and make offers. Beautiful, beautiful message. Again, we want to be consistent. We want to be visible. We want to provide the value, and we trust the process, because everybody, yeah, thank you so much. So everybody is going to show up. Again, your energies are already seeking you. And all it takes is just to be visible, be there for people, and something magnificent is going to show up for us. All right, I'm pulling the message from the deck of affirmations. Let's see. Okay, what is the affirmation? Recharge. Oh my God, that's what I was doing today. Recharge. A lot of times we are just pushing, 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 and we forget to give our body the rest. And it says, I invite magic into my life always. Every day I grow my connection to this earth. If I am ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. Being in nature lifts my spirits and recharges my energy. Super, super beautiful. And sometimes we feel like, oh my God, I still have to do X, Y, and Z. You know what? Remember, balance. Everything is in balance. If we are pushing, we are going to be exhausted, and that doesn't serve us. So the body also requires the rest, and body is always is going to tell us, when to slow down. What are my dreams? Again, we are talking about water, right? I pulled it from another deck, and this one is also showing there was a money deck with the water. Now, this one, it says for affirmation, all I desire is on its way to me, but like a seed, my dreams too must be watered. My belief and determination is what makes them grow. I will be patient throughout this journey. It is all unfolding at the perfect time. Look at that. So, a lot of water. A lot of water today, a lot of stories like I was sharing about the bamboo tree. Plant, take care of it, water it, and that's exactly how seeds are growing, and we can see the harvest, right? Okay, what is another message? Expressing love. Oh my God. Love is also high frequency emotion, right? We know love, joy, high frequency emotion. Expressing love. Today, I noticed the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite and it feels great to express it. And you know what? Like, even when we feel down, just think, okay, how can I make somebody feel better? Because by sending the message, by tuning in to somebody, by helping others, we are actually raising our vibration and we start feeling so, so much better. All right, I'll pull another message from the universe. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. When you hold on to the past, this is the message I pulled. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. Remember, it's all about just a lot of times, maybe, like we are looking that we didn't attract the clients, or we haven't met our goals, right? And it just says stop looking at the past, stay in the present. What can I do different from today on, right? What different step can I take? How can I actually express myself? How can I connect with people? What is something I can do? The more we are asking these kind of questions, the more we start tapping into the answers. Remember, the quality of the questions we are asking determine the quality of the answers we are going to receive. If we are staying in the energy of it's not working for me, guess what? We are going to attract more of it's not working for me, right? All right. If something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right, trust it. If you are unhappy in your life, change something. It is entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You are in control of your own life. So if something didn't work out for us in business, just change the tactic, change the strategy, change the our attitude towards that, right? Maybe if we already burnt ourselves, something didn't work out, people didn't show up for our event, rather than thinking, in the past, just ask yourself, what can I do differently to attract more people? What would be more fun and exciting for them to join? And I love to give this example, like just from your own personal experience. Just remember, how did you sign up for something? What was your why, right? And once you connect to your why, maybe it's going to give you the idea, okay, maybe I want to implement that, maybe I want to try this way and see what kind of results it's going to generate, right? Because again, if it's not this way, there must be another way. There is always a way. But a lot of times we are sitting in the problem frequency and we can't tap to the solution. So in order for us to tap to the solution, we have to raise ourselves and start asking the right questions, right? The more we are asking the right questions, the more we are tapping into what is the message for us. All right. Let me see what else is coming up. What is the message from my tarot cards? What is the message? Okay, the Knight of Swords. Look at the picture. He is fearless. He is just going, and it's about action, taking action. Just, like, go after something that you desire. Do not stop yourself. Do not second guess yourself. Just be bold, like this knight who is on the horse. He is already traveling, he's already in motion. Remember, when we are doing the action, in action comes the clarity. So we want to continue taking the actions, because the only way we know if something works or not, when we are testing something, when we are taking the steps, whether this is sending the email, whether this is connecting with people, whether this is having the right conversations in the right rooms. It's all about action. And just do not be afraid of what's out there. Just go for it. Go for it and experience for yourself. Okay, what are the advice? Okay, I pulled out high priestess, and high priestess is all about connect to your intuition. Even though some steps might not be known yet, but trust that you will discover them in the process. Just tap to your intuition, feel in your body. Whatever decision you are making, it's going to open up the opportunities for you. It's going to open up the path for you. But just take that step and something is going to be revealed. Again, we would never know the answer if we are not going to listen to our intuition and take that decision and make the decision and take that step, right? So just really, and this is a beautiful card. That means the Empress, it's all about nurture your clients, nurture yourself, right? Take some me time, self-care time. And Empress is all about money, abundance, gathering the harvest, right? You have that energy inside of you already. All it takes is just to connect with that, and just think that people are coming to you, people value your advice, people value your guidance. Now take it another level. You have everything. You have everything to turn your business around, to tap into the money, to tap into the right client, because you are resourceful. Empress is all about resourcefulness. Think about what is something that I am not practicing that I can practice, so I can tap to that an idea, or I can implement that step, or I can try something I haven't tried before. You are resourceful. You have also the people in your surroundings that already carry the answer for your question. So just continue staying in that energy, continue nurturing the connections, continue delivering the value, continue connecting with the people who want to hear more from you, because you have that energy. You can have anything what you desire. Again, stop doubting yourself. You are resourceful. You are resourceful beyond any measurement. Okay, and this is the beautiful card, 10 of Cups. That means your wish is going to be fulfilled. Stay the course. Whatever your goal is, whatever your wish is, stay the course, because it's a very beautiful card. Your wish is going to be fulfilled. I cannot tell you when it's going to be happening, but it's definitely going to happen as long as you continue staying in the process, continue talking to the people, continue these connections, continue helping people, right? Because that's what we are here for. So the more you stay in that energy, the more you are going to see how your wishes come into fruition. And again, just, like, continue this beautiful, beautiful path. And another card is full. Just, think, what is the fresh start for you? Remember, every day is a fresh start. Make it easy, make it fun, make it joy. A lot of times we are super complicating our things when it comes to business, talking to potential clients, right? Make it fun. What is something that gives you joy? How do you connect with the people? Because your energy is unique. There is nobody else like you, and your energy is actually attracting the right people towards you. So think of the new perspective, maybe something you haven't tried before. Test the fresh idea, and start something different and see how it's going to land. But the most important thing, just have fun with that, right? See, like that fool, he is not afraid to just step from that cliff. This is exactly what we are doing, because we are experimenting with the life. We are exploring, we are discovering. And the more we are staying in that exploration stage, the more we are tap into something what we want, because we are not scared, and we know that the biggest breakthroughs are where that we are crossing that invisible line. So my invitation, cross that invisible line, and know, be confident that you can tap to anything what you want. All it takes is just to stay consistent, stay exploring things, and keep asking the questions, because the more great questions you are going to ask, the more great insights you are going to receive. And this is beautiful, beautiful energy. Look, this is transformation. The death card means transformation. Something can be transformative in your business, in something the way that you might be doing your process. Something is going to change completely from something that you are doing right now. Maybe the way that you are connecting with people is going to change. Maybe the way you are delivering your message, or you are inviting people into different events. Something must change, transform, so you can see different results, and you can definitely do that. All right, and you have the full power, you have the full power, you have strengths. Look at this lady just opening the mouth of the lion. You have that inner power. Sometimes we forget to tap into that. Just tap into that inner power, and you discover all the different things you have already inside of you, whether it's a little bit more resilience, whether it's a little bit more consistency, whether it's a little bit more trust in the process. But continue doing what you are doing, because you are on the right path, and you have enough energy. This is the card of the energy. You have the energy, you have creative ideas. Remember, ideas are the first currency from the universe. You can have $1 idea, you can have $1 million idea. So whatever intuitive ideas come to you, write them down, because they come and they go. Just write them down somewhere on the notebook so you won't forget, and then come back, read through, and see which one idea I would like to act on, and see where it takes me. You have the energy, you have lots of ideas. See which ideas are going to be implemented, and something that connects you to that abundance that we all can tap to. All right, so the final message, because nobody talks to me today. I love the comments, but nobody is asking the questions. All right, this is the message from the universe, and the message says, every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy and receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever, and better days are on the way. So whatever resonates with you, whatever you're experiencing, when something doesn't work for you right now, know there are better days. Know that as long as you're staying in the game, you are going to finish that you are going to tap to that finish line. You are going to master the skills, whatever you are doing. Again, it's all about just continue staying in the process. Do what it takes, and you know that you have enough power, you have the resources, connect to that Empress energy. You have everything what it takes in order to pull it all together. Strength is also saying you can do it. You can definitely do that. And the last affirmation I'm going to pull for you is personal journey. Personal journey. And it says, I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from others. We are each on our own journey, and mine does not need to look like anyone else's. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough, right? And what I am intuitively picking up in this message is, sometimes we compare ourselves to other, big names out there, and we might be doubting ourselves, saying, How come I'm not that far? Look at that person. They're running successful business. They have so many followers. They have so much engagement. Their rooms are filling in, and I'm not there again. Do not compare ourselves to anybody, because everybody's journey is unique. And the only thing, my invitation is, compare yourself to where you were a month ago, 3 months ago, half a year ago, and then you'll see how much growth you've made already. The more you're going to connect to who you become in the process, the more you understand how valuable is that journey. Because something what we desire, right, in terms of the clients, in terms of the money, this is awesome. But who we become in the process by manifesting that, this is the beauty of the journey, right? Because we learn so much about ourselves, and we learn how we can actually tap into our resourcefulness, how we can be flexible, how we can change the structure of the way that we are coaching, how we can create different steps, be more creative, be more fluent. Like, again, like the water, right? The water that is running through these stones, it just finding its way through them. So the more we are tapping into the energy of water, sometimes when we want to be still, we know that stillness is very good for us. It's actually calming down our mind, and we can connect to the answers that's already inside of us, right? We can pick up intuitively what's our next step. And sometimes we just become flexible. No matter what is going on in our life, we learn how to maneuver, how to make it through, right? Because that's the beauty of the water, right? Okay. So my last thing for tonight, it's from the Creative Entrepreneur Oracle. And the message is prioritize. Prioritize. You can do it all, but not all at once. By identifying what truly matters, you can make consistent progress one win at a time. Remember, we might have like different ideas. Oh my God, I want to do this course. I want to start this. I want to coach groups. I want to have the mastermind. I want to start creating digital products. Remember, we want to prioritize, because if we are going to work on multiple things at the same time, our energy is scattered. And what happens when we cannot focus, laser focus on one thing? We cannot actually create the desired results, because we are everywhere and we are not tapping to the results that we desire. So we want to prioritize. Maybe first just dump everything into your notebook, because we might want to do a gazillion of things. We might want to speak on the stage. We might want to write the book. We might want to run the retreats, right? So write down everything what's already bubbling in your head, just to put it on a paper, and then circle three things. What are the three things that you feel that you want to focus at this season? And then out of these three things, pick one. What is one thing that I am going to dedicate and commit my time and energy? And what is something that I want to grow at this season? Because once we focus on something, that is going to expand so much more with the results as when we are running a couple of things at the same time. So this is the message with prioritize. All right. Thank you so much. That was so much pleasure. I was just, loving reading. I would love to know how did it land for you? What is something that actually you feel like you resonated? Any message that resonated tonight? Please, I would love to have some comments, and please share with somebody who might benefit. And also, if you are going to share on your personal page that you came to this event and tag me, I'll do one email reading, complimentary email reading for one question that you have. I'm going to look into the situation, whatever the question is, and I'll do that for you. if you can just share with others, somebody on in your world, what valuable was during this event, and just tag me and I'll do the reading for you. Okay, hold on. We have something. Thank you. I have been hearing repeatedly one thing, just one thing. Oh my God, so beautiful. I am, the language of play. I'm so excited that, yeah, because I'm telling you, I've learned it the hard way. Because when I started coaching, my coach said, like I wanted to do, a lot of times we hear the word that multiple streams of income, not realizing that it's actually going to drain our energy, because we are going to be everywhere in multiple places and we cannot really focus our time, right? So before we actually tap into multiple streams of income, my advice is, and that's what I was doing based on my coach advice, first you grow something, you grow one stream of income. And once something starts producing that predictable income on a monthly basis, then you start branching out. Remember, you can always branch out, but look for the path of less resistance. Look for something, just like stay focused on one thing only, expand on it, create the results, and then you can move. It's not to say something that doesn't require additional work. For instance, if you are doing some kind of affiliate partnership, this doesn't take time, right? All you do is just share into your list somebody else's events, and if somebody enrolls, you actually receive the commissions. That I have nothing against, as long as it's not required more focus, more energy, more time from you, right? So think about it. If there are multiple things you want to do, like I said, just dump them on the paper, and then just prioritize one thing, and then just put your full energy, time, and action into that thing until you grow it to the level you want to. And after that, you'll be able to branch into other areas, right? Because we want to generate that predictable income. Once we have that predictable income on a monthly basis, then we can start tapping to other ways, what else we can do to have these multiple stream of income. So again, thank you so much to everyone for tuning in, for joining. Share if you like what I was doing. I'm here every Thursdays. I love this space, and I feel like energetically so connected to everyone who is joining. I feel such a warmth in my heart. So come back if you have any specific questions. Like I said, you can share this live, tag me, and I'll give you that one question reading more deeply, so we can look into that through my tarot cards. And again, if you like it, just share and subscribe to the channel. And also, I'll see you next Thursday. All right, sending you lots of love and light. Remember, you are resourceful. You are the Empress. You have the energy. You are Ace of Wands. You have the ideas, and ideas is something that we all can tune in, right? We could be very creative, right? And yeah, thank you so much, Susan. We are all creative, and we can create money. I love that. We do not have to save what we have. We can create more of that. Let's tap to that overflow. What is something? This is the question I want you to leave with for tonight. What is something that I can create that generates more income, right? What is something I can create that generates more income? Just, ponder that question. All right. Again, don't deviate from something that you're already doing to not, like scatter your focus, but just think, what is something that you can create that can start generating revenue? What is one cash injection thing that you can implement to boost up the revenue? All right. Love you lots, and see you next Thursday. Bye.